So I've been inundated with messages requesting another bio series about another historical figure. And this one was the most requested. So without further ado, the story of Genghis Khan, or Genghis Khan, or Temujin. But where to start with him? Because he was born in captivity. Because his mother, Olun, was kidnapped by a warlord called Isige while she was still pregnant. Bride stealing was pretty common in the steppes, so for the first few years of his life, he was raised with this rival tribe. Temujin, he was a bit of a weak child by their steppe standards. Not exactly what you'd expect from a future military leader. He was very timid and easily scared. He was bullied all the time by Isige's other sons. And his stepdad, Isige, really didn't care about him and was really kind of looking for the first opportunity to get rid of him. They went looking for an arranged marriage to a young girl from his mother Olun's tribe. Bargain was struck and Temujin would remain behind with this tribe. And everything went swell. Oh no, on the way back, Isige comes down with a case of poisoning. So Isige dies and the tribe abandons his remaining wives and children, Temujin included. So the family was, for want of a better term, screwed. They tried to follow the tribe for a little bit, going, hey, you kind of owe us a little bit. And as the story goes, like an old man steps in and he's like, yeah, you guys kind of owe them. And they killed the old man. So the family eventually gives up trying to get the tribe to, honor their dead leader and spent the next few years scavenging and foraging. So after a few years of this very harsh existence, Temujin's older half-brother, whose name I can't remember, tries to start asserting himself as the leader of the tribe. Temujin and this half-brother did not get along. He had bullied Temujin for years, and everyone had bullied Temujin. And on this particular occasion, he had stolen like a fish or a bird that something that Temujin had hunted, and he goes to his mum and he's like, Mum, can you tell him to stop? She's like, we gotta think about the tribe, honey. But Temujin does the logical thing and decides to kill his half-brother. And no, it wasn't just for petty reasons. Killing his half-brother would also make him the next oldest male in the tribe, and ipso facto leader. However, Temujin hadn't quite thought this through because now he was a criminal. And so he's on the run, but he gets captured. He gets captured by the very tribe they used to be a part of. Put him in the stocks, and he is now a prisoner/slave. Now, he couldn't escape right away, so he bided his time. One day, his captors left him under the watchful eye, or the not-so-watchful eye, of what can only be described as a very ADHD child. When this child was distracted, Temujin knocked him out and ran. At this point, he was an outcast, a criminal, and a runaway. He didn't really have many places to go. Where does he go? He goes to the family that his stepfather, Isige, arranged his marriage to. And his bride-to-be, Borte, had waited for him. It was really cute. The wedding goes ahead, and Borte, his new wife, gives him the gift of a coat of black sable, a very valued fur on the steppes. According to tradition, this is a gift of peace given to the father of the groom. However, Isige was dead, so who to give it to? Come back for part 2.